Hi, this is Lynn Charles with 4 Point, and I'm here today with
Natalie Ramskov.
13 years old. We are both here in the Royal Danish Theatre. She's here for the summer course, and I'm here teaching the summer course, but originally she's from San Jose.
Dance theater.
Yes. And on my right, I have Amy Watson, dear friend, wonderful ballerina with the Royal Danish Ballet, now mommy-to-be. And we are here to work on teaching teachers to teach. And the importance of this video is to show the difference. She's the first student I'm going to be working with in 4 Point, and to show the difference in the exercises working with someone so young like her, and working with Emma, dancer with the Royal Danish Ballet, professional, and she will be doing the same exercises, and we will be showing the differences in tempos, in quantity, and how the exercises evolve for the evolvement of the levels of the different dancers, from student to pre-professional, professional, ballerina, and so on. All right, so let's get to work. Yes?
Yes.
All right. So the very first exercise we are going to do is important in helping young dancers understand the different aspects, different levels in their foot. We have demi-plie. We have demi-pointe. Everyone knows demi-pointe. Heels together. After demi-pointe comes 3/4 point, which is just before point, and then all the way over, all the way over. 3/4 point, go back to the demi-pointe, and heels down. So, the most difficult level is the 3/4 point, because it's a very small space, and people that have long toes have a longer 3/4 point. People that have short toes have a very short 3/4, because there's very little space. So, the exercise we're going to do is demi-plie, demi-pointe, demi-plie, and straight. Important is to keep the heels together, because even in 6th position with the heels together, the student can still feel rotation in the thighs. Yes? Important that the hips is over the ball of the foot, not behind, so always here. Second part, demi-plie, 3/4 point, heels down, and stretch. We do that twice. Demi, demi-pointe, demi-stretch. Demi, 3/4, demi-stretch. Twice, and then we do it consecutively. Demi, demi-pointe, demi, 3/4, demi, demi-pointe, demi, 3/4. One more time. Demi, demi-pointe, demi, 3/4, demi, stretch, stretch, stretch. We repeat it, and then we do the same thing in first. Twice in first. When you finish twice in first, come back to 6 and relax. Okay? Now, second thing that's important is the position of the upper body. Many people have asked this on the comment section of the videos, why I do this. I do this to help the student understand that there's rotation in the arm, just like in the leg, that they rotate the arm into the back, that the wings are here, that the chest is open, shoulders are down, neck is long, and this becomes irrelevant, and the hands are just placed gently. The elbow should not be in front or out. If you were to see from the side, not here, not here. They are in line with your back. The wings are down, and this is just nothing. Yes?
Yes.
Good. Crap. Any questions?
No, not yet.
All right. You feel ready to go?
Yes.
All right. Feel the rotation here, and 1, and continuous. 1, half point, demi. And demi, 3/4, all the way here. Yes, good girl. Knees over the toes. Demi, and half point. And don't roll. Demi, and resistance. And continues. And two. Now resist. Push my hand. Push them down. And demi. And heels down. And no. Stretch up. You have to go. Demi. Half. Heels down. Demi. And 3/4. Demi. And stretch. That was 3. Alright. So.
Well, I have one question.
Yes.
I'd love to know, explain to me why to keep the heels together in parallel and not have a student maybe out here at their hip width.
Because I believe that turnout comes from the foot.
Okay.
The rotation of the leg is determined by the foot
Yes.
when you walk.
Yeah.
So if you stay like this, the student can drop that
Mm-hmm.
and turn this in, which does that.
Right.
If you put them in 6 and make them heels together, you see, it's already changed.
Yes.
My thighs are turned out.
Yes.
They can't stick the butt out
Okay.
without doing that.
Right.
It already makes them be like this. Maybe for an adult,
Yeah.
it's okay, but for a child and young,
Yes.
for me, it's important that this, because already when you're in first, you're rolling. You're not keeping that position of the foot. No, don't roll. Do you see what I mean? See how she's rolling?
Right.
And the same thing happens here.
Yeah. So pull up already.
Yes.
Here.
And the way to keep that is by pushing the heels together.
Yes.
I'm obliged to keep the arch lifted,
Yes.
especially when I come down.
Yes.
You see, I can't roll.
Right.
That's why I do it.
Okay.
It's my concept.
Right. And I think there are many of us that will say that we never were taught 3/4 point. So can you explain that to me, why it's so important instead of just teaching the demi point, which is, I would say, the norm?
Okay, Emma. This is Emma. Emma, just stand here and do peek and roll. Nice and slow. A few times. Come here. And peek. Roll. What happens?
Yes.
You go through 3/4 before you get to demi point.
Right.
Otherwise, do point and drop to demi point.
Right.
It's harder.
Yes.
Now just do it like a piqué arabesque. Just a roll. And this is what we want. This is called high articulation.
Yes.
People say that balancing dancers don't put their heels down. Some of them don't, but most of them dance so high on 3/4 point in between
Right.
that it looks like they don't put their heels down.
Okay. Yes.
That's why I believe it's so important, because it makes the difference between that and that.
Yes. And it has to start with a young age
Yes.
student. Yes.
It's an awareness.
Yes.
It's not like I'm going to go, hey, I have to do. But the moment that they feel this sensation, because it is really this muscle here,
Yeah.
it's that. It's not that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? And it's an awareness. Did you feel it when you did the exercise?
Yes.
Really? Or are you just being nice? Did you feel it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, definitely.
Any more questions?
I would like to know, especially because you were working so hard and doing so well and concentrating so much from here down. I can see you shaking. But this part of the body, it should be engaged the whole exercise.
Yes.
Correct. So we really have to concentrate that
Put your
from
heels
the
together
glutes
more. Heels together.
and inner
Yes.
thighs.
You feel
all the
that?
way down.
The minute you engage your heels, you engage these muscles
Yeah.
behind.
And I think this muscle, it's so important to develop from such a young age.
Yes.
Because we tend to concentrate from here down to make those beautiful feet and beautiful articulate feet as Lynn is working with. But from up here, it all starts from the top actually. And then this is such a great idea, especially for a young lady, because this keeps you where you have to be all the time in ballet class and on
No
stage.
tension. Look how long your neck is. Goes on forever. Heels,
Yes.
but don't go back. There. Yes.
Lynn, would you modify anything for a student that had extreme sway back legs in this case?
Yes, I mean, I had not extreme, but I had sway back. Usually with sway back, you have to not stretch the knees as much.
Okay.
You would have to have the whole placement of the body even more forward,
Okay.
even more there.
So concentrate that the chest is almost
And the leg,
right.
there. Well, actually, a good thing that helps is that my teacher always told me, don't stretch to the back of the knee, stretch to the front.
Okay.
So it means that this muscle here
Yes.
stretches there.
Okay.
And again, look at the foot.
Yeah.
If you do that, then the knee rolls in.
Right.
The foot has to be there, so you stretch there.
Okay.
Don't roll. Yeah.
Okay.
You understand?
I really wanted to learn that because how you work with a student with sway back legs when one doesn't happen. So
Cool. All right, let's move on. Next exercise.
yes.
Here we're going to have Emma to join us. So, we are going to do demi-plie. So we're going to think about your heels, yes? You're going to think about this, what we just talked about. Demi-plie, 3/4. Demi-plie, stretch. Demi-plie, all the way over your feet, all the way over. Now, start by coming through here. Toes back, yes. And stretch, twice. Demi-plie, 3/4, demi-plie, stretch. Demi all the way over, demi-stretch, and first. Yes? Are we good with that?
Yes.
All right, you have to wait a minute.
Okay.
So, again, I would do this quite slow.
Okay.
Because as I can see now, when she's on point, she's searching.
Yes.
So if you do that too quick, she will immediately fall back because she doesn't have the time to find it herself.
Okay.
So that's why all the things for younger students I would do at very slow tempo.
Right. Okay.
We're going to do it afterwards for Emma, and we'll do it slightly quicker.
Okay.
All right? I would again use Ombra
Okay.
because it's juicy music
Yes.
and it has air in it, so it's not slower or faster, it just has air in it, so she will have time.
Okay.
So find your, yes, and demi, 3/4, resist, push my hand, yes, and demi, all the way over. You have to also make sure, and through the shoe, that the alignment of the foot, look in the mirror, that she's really over, not on the outside, not on the inside. All the way over, back to 3/4, and first. Don't roll, and 3/4. And demi, all the way over. Now here, toes, and 1, and 3/4, 1, and don't roll, all the way over, and stretch, 6th position. All right, good throw. How'd that feel?
Hard
Why?
because it's just like so different. Like
What's different?
something I haven't done before.
Can you connect to it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Can you feel your 3/4 point?
Yes.
Does it feel good?
Yes.
Amy?
I wish I was taught 3/4 point, I'll tell you that. But yes, I was wondering, in first position,
Yes.
how do we get, yeah, exactly. First position with the heels. Again, with going over, when we go fully over the shoe,
Yes.
does one go over the shoe and plie and try to stay at the same height in their upper body as well, instead of going over the shoe and then coming up to go
Well,
back?
the thing is, can you do, sweetie? First of all, for me, I still feel you drop this. You let this roll, which means that your knee turns a little bit. You have to keep the arch lifted. Now, then plie and go over your feet all the way. Now, the alignment, the heel should be forward. Now, holding this, go back through your 3/4.
Right, okay.
And stretch.
Yes, so if she does, when she does it correctly, your head actually stays at the
Yes,
same level
yes.
because you're really trying to
Just do
articulate
it in
and
the foot.
manipulate the
Yes.
feet. Okay, that was my question, really.
Do you understand what I mean about you dropping your arch?
Yes.
Which means if you stand this way and you rotate your leg with your foot, you see? What you're doing is you're letting your knee go in by dropping your arch. You have to keep the arch lifted. Yes. So that this angle stays over your toe. The minute you drop this, see where your knee is? It's no longer over your toe, it's here. Which means your shin bone has turned in. Yes?
Yes.
All right, let me have my Emma here. So, did you understand what I was saying about the alignment of the shoe?
Yes.
Because sometimes when dancers go, they stand on the outside of the shoe or they stand on the inside of the shoe. In that age, one wants to prevent this.
Yes.
And it is still correctable. It's quite difficult to correct in a seasoned dancer because they've already gotten comfortable there.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
So, demi-plie, all the way over.
All the way up?
Yes. Now, back through here. Yes. Do the first position, same thing. Demi-plie, all the way over. I want to see this part of your shoe. Shoe! You see that?
Yeah.
That could be more on you. Resist, push my hands down.
Yes.
I also didn't feel enough resistance going down. It's like you need to feel that. Then, and over, all the way over. Yes. Now, right here, go back with your toes, 3/4. Yes. Now resist, push my hands down, push my hands, resist. Yes, exactly. You feel that? That's what you need to land out of the jump, not. Yes? We're going to do one more time. Yes? We're going to do it together. And this time we're going to do slightly quicker. Yes? And then one. And back. And demi one. And all the way over. Now resist. Push me away. And 3/4. And demi. All the way over. Now here. Good girl. And first. Demi. Heels forward. And resist. And one. Yes, good girls. And one. Arches lifted. And one. And finish. 6. Relax. All right.
Well, I saw an improvement already.
Yes, me
It-
too.
Really? Yeah.
Me
it
too.
is
Big
really-
improvement.
Big improvement.
Quick.
Yeah, very, very quick. And from the top down,
Yeah.
again. So that consciousness and awareness of all of that articulation Lynn is talking about, it was very clear this time. And there was barely no rolling. Almost gone. So that was really good. It was, 2 minutes later. And Emma, who's a wonderful dancer, and very strong and beautiful feet. But maybe, I'm assuming, with us professionals, that sometimes we have a little bit one weaker foot than the other.
Yeah. Did you see?
I did.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Because you favor one side and one has the strength to take it slowly, and it's this minute little thing. Now we're being very picky.
No, but I think it's very interesting because that is the point. With students, they don't have yet their ways to cheat because they're still learning.
Right.
But when you get to be a dancer, maybe you're doing a ballet, everything's on one leg.
Exactly.
And this leg gets tired, and so you take it on the other leg. You get in a repertoire where you're working on different things, so you do favor. Or maybe you have an injury, and then you're recuperating, so the balance gets off.
Yes.
I remember talking with some other dancers who were saying, I feel stronger on this leg because I favored it, and I do more relevés on this leg. So it's something that happens to you when you become a professional dancer.
Right.
Absolutely. So we're going to look at why she favors that. Because I was quite surprised too that one leg went down. And demi, all the way over. Now, both. Not you're starting already with this leg. Together, heels together. Both feet. And yes. And again, demi, all the way over. Both legs and not. Go and both legs. Yes. You want to go faster with this one.
Yep.
First position. And demi, all the way over. Both legs and.
It's easier for me turned out.
Yes.
For some reason.
But funny enough, people ask me that too. Why do I do so much in sixth position? I do so much in sixth position for two reasons. One, because contemporary dance today on point uses a lot of sixth position. Look at Billy Forsyth.
Right.
So this is no longer excludable. You have to be as comfortable in sixth position in all turned-in positions as you are in turned-out positions. And second of all, because actually it is much more difficult in sixth than in first.
It is.
Because for some reason in sixth, I know because I give this exercise in all my classes. Demi, stretch, relevé, down, and people, 16 on the right and 16 on the left. And people find that so difficult. It's much easier to do it turned out.
I remember. Yes.
So it's a different sensation, it's a different body weight. We're so used to being like this that we have a different push than we do when we're like this.
Yes. And
So-
then the hip flexors as well. So you
That's
have
why,
two
for
different-
me, it's really, really important to do all the positions in six.
Okay. So
Especially for young girls. I'd like to show you another exercise for young girls. Yes? Do half, 3/4, point. 3/4, half, point. Half, 3/4, point. 3/4, half, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and then going. And 1. Now go through the whole thing to change. 3/4, and 3/4, and 3/4 to go up.
okay.
This people do doesn't really do anything, but if you really do it through half and 3/4, it's really hard.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do now. It's good for you too.
Yes, it is.
So we have twice, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Half, 3/4, point. Hold 3/4, half. Again, right. Again, left, and then going up from here. This one going down. The trickier part is the going down as you're going up through the positions on the other legs. It's like doing this. Yes? Half point, 3/4, point, hold. Now, 3/4, half, and down. Hold, other leg. 1, and 3/4, point. Look at the alignment of your foot, not on the outside, not on the inside. And 1, and 2, and now going through point. And 1, and up, and change, and good girl. Change, 3/4, 3/4. 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4, and 3/4. Good girl, very nice. And finish. All right. Did you see? What did you feel?
I felt like it was more like stretching everything out and like doing everything so just going up and down. Just like being able to go through everything, articulate everything.
Good. What did you feel?
Well, basically, it feels like a massage. I feel like I get to stretch while I work instead of just pumping muscles and stuff.
What did you
An
see?
internal massage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see, well, maybe I know Emma so well, but I could see she was really enjoying it somehow. Even though I was just looking at her feet, I could tell that she was really enjoying it. My question is, for a student, would you every day start in parallel?
Yes.
And for a professional, would you always start in parallel, or would you go straight to first position?
I always start in 6.
Always start in 6, no matter what level. Okay.
Just because I think that if you really do this thing with the heels, they are really turning out from here.
Yes. And because a professional rarely works in parallel, these days at the bar at least, it's a good base. Okay.
And actually, all the exercises that I build for full point start from the 6th position and go, because the whole first section is about being on 2 feet. And I think that this is the natural stance. And I think if you are good this way, then this is how we work all the time.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not-
our job.
Yeah.
This is human.
Yeah.
Okay, coordination.
Did you see anything?
I can see an improvement already. I can just see I love the 3/4 because I think
But she
all
has a
students-
sense.
Yeah,
You're very intuitive.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Not all students will be like that though.
Yeah.
We're very lucky. She's very intuitive. So I also saw a comprehension.
Yeah.
Nobody expects it to be perfect today. You're 14, 13.
Yeah.
You still have years to grow up. So otherwise you wouldn't need to do any more. So, but what is interesting is that when one tells you something, it clicks. It's not like you get it. Do you know what I mean? And this is very important because it means you will progress very fast. Understanding here and then getting it here is the key. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Good. Shall we move on?
Yes.
All right. The next exercise in the sequence I will do, same thing, slower, is plie relevé. For me, plie relevé is about the whole concept in kinesiology of under circles
Yes.
and over circles. I don't know how much you know about that, but everything in ballet is a circle, an over circle or an under circle. And for me, plie relevé is a plie, it's an over circle. And when you go back, under circle, sorry, when you go back, it's an over circle because the only way you can release your feet is by lifting your hips. The only way you get up is by pushing into the ground. So if something has to push into the ground, it's an under circle. If something has to come down, you have to lift the pelvic area, so it's an over circle.
Right.
Yes?
Yes.
So we do demi-plie, relevé, demi-plie, stretch. 3 times in first. So there's only this. Can you do once? You have demi-plie, relevé, demi-plie. See, there was no start and no finish. It's just a circle. It's not stop. It's plie to go up, to go down. Now's the stop. Plie to go up, to go down. It's like chewing gum. We do that 3 times and we do it very slow, pointing that shoe. Show me. Oh, was that heel forward? Line. Not rolling on that. Ooh, rolling on that one. No. I want it there. Hip square. And second. Yes. No, you can adjust after. But don't put it here. Put it in front of you and then open it to place. Yes. All right? So you're always in alignment. 3 times in second. Tendu, fifth. 3 times in fifth. For an advanced professional, I would do tendu, fifth back. For a student her age, I would do 3 in first, tendu to second, 3 in second, tendu to fifth, 3 in fifth, tendu to first, and the whole thing to the left.
Okay.
Yes? Especially like teaching a company class or professionals, you don't have that much time. So 5th and 5th is enough because actually in first and second you're on both legs.
Okay.
But when you're doing a student, they need also the strength.
Yeah.
So it's important to do both sides. Yes.
How much kind of fifth would you like to do?
No moving the feet. When you do a relevé, so this is another discussion. A relevé, the feet don't move. Yes. Then you have susu. What's a susu? No. Susu is yes. And the third one, what you just did, this has its name too. This is called a scoop because it's like scooping ice cream. It's scooping something. Yes, but we will get into that in a minute. The scoop, if you do a scoop properly, you should never get out of fifth position. You should be in fifth. Which, exactly, beautiful. And don't open your legs, come down, just release your front foot. Yes, good girl. So those are the 3/5. Relevé, you don't move your feet.
Yes.
Susu, 2 feet, come together. And scoop, 1 foot scoops. It's just like scooping something. Yes, that's why it has that name. And what's very interesting today is, I would say of all the places I teach, everywhere I go, everybody does scoop. Nobody does susu anymore.
Yes.
It's become because people have gotten so into this
Yes.
that instead of doing susu today, like in class, I gave susu, relevé, please, and everybody did susu, and I said, no, that's scoop. And I have a whole exercise for scoop. Scoop, fifth, scoop, fifth. I love scoop. Scoop is what you do at the beginning of Sleeping Beauty when you scoop out before you do the development. But that's not susu. And there are variations where you have to do susu, ta-ta. You need susu. Tchaikovsky part of it. You need it. You can't just do one and not the other. So 3/5. Show me one more time. Show me plie, relevé. Yes, and then you plie 3/4 point. You bend your knees too late. If you bend your knees slightly sooner, you'll get more 3/4. The relevé going up was good. Plie, relevé. Plie, relevé. Now, don't bend your knee. Relax your knee. And relax it, soften it. Relax it. Yes. Now show me susu. And 2 feet. Yes. 1 foot in front of the other. Yes. And now go back down. Plie. Yes. And now show me scoop. Yes.
Very nice.
And that's right. And don't open your fifth. Roll down. Yes. Good girl. All right. So, the thing about the knees, this has also become an exaggeration today. And I always say this échappé plie roll. Nikolai loves that step. When I used to teach it for the apprentices, he loved that step. But people have become affected today in bending their knees on point. And this is not good. You should not do échappé and this. No, you have a bent knee and you have a soft knee. The reason you soften your knees is so you can go to 3/4 point. Now, just soften them. No, they're too straight. Soften them. Yes, that's it. Yes, yes. It's so, if I was doing a tendu, I'm doing tendu, soften my knee so they come together. And that's right. Do you understand? I don't want you to do this. This is not good. Just tell me, how do you do a jump?
You plie
And?
the legs together
And how do you land?
through the feet.
And how do you do that?
By going through the 3/4.
By bending your knees. If you don't, you come down like this. There's no difference between a relevé and a jump. Plie, relevé. Relax the knees so you can go through your feet. Plie, jump. And, you see, it's the same. There's no difference. You can't jump by coming down like this. You have to bend the knees so your weight can be over the ball of the foot. Now, go over the foot. Yeah, yes. You understand? All right. All right. So, 3 relevés, tendu second. 3 and second, tendu fifth. We're going to let you do the big girl version today. We won't do the whole left side, just because we're going to run out of time.
Okay.
So first, second, fifth front, fifth back.
Okay.
Okay?
And that's Susu open.
No. Demi-plie, relevé, demi-plie, stretch. We talked about so many things, we got away from the exercise. But that's good.
But the Susu is.
But there's no susu, it's relevé. Demi-plie, relevé, demi-plie. All relevé. Chewing gum, soft knees. Okay? 1, up, plie. 1, up, plie. 1, up, plie. Tendu, point, 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 point. Second, 1, up, soft knees. 1, soft knees. More 3/4. 3/4. And point, 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 fifth. Don't roll. 1, soft, soft knees. Bend your knees sooner. Knees look. And soft knees. Yes, tendu. Close behind. 1. Knees. And knees. Stop there. Knees. Tendu back to first. Finish. All
Really
right.
see the circles.
Yes.
Instead of just down and up and down and place, and down and up and down and place, which is something I think, as professionals at least, we forget that it still is all circles. We just kind of use it as an exercise to build strength still. But I could really see in both of them, it had this nice, juicy molasses quality into it, and it looked healthy, to be
Yeah.
honest. In the fifth positions, how do you get, especially for a young student, to understand not to bend on point, but to get those soft knees that you want? She did it very well, so
I always say that if you're American and you have a brother, this is something people don't know so much in Europe. Like, do you
Okay.
know what a wedgie is?
Yes.
yes, I do too.
Okay.
You too.
Oh, you do?
So, take your fifth position. I tell my students this because then they laugh and they enjoy it, and it's a very good visual stimulus.
Okay.
Plie, relevé. Now you have to imagine your bad brother's coming and giving you a wedgie, and now plie. Yes!
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Because it's the over. I didn't hurt you, did I? It's the over circle. It's the brother coming and saying, "I got you in your pants," and
Yeah.
pulling you up so high that you're able to plie over.
Yeah.
This, especially for young people, is a good image. maybe saying something like over circle for young people is they might be
Yeah.
confused or not get it, but that is a stimulus. I say the same. Just do for me plie échappé. Now same thing. Wedgie, hips up to come in. Yes.
Yeah,
All the things where the legs need to come in, I say wedgie.
okay.
And it's like some invisible person is behind you, lifting up your underpants and helping you to go.
Yeah, that's a good visual.
Pulling up before.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Because normally when we're up, I mean, you do forget to just go up to go down.
Yes.
You normally just go down. So then the knees disengage and everything becomes cluttered, so to
Yes.
speak. But that was, I like the soft knee approach in the circle. So.
And you got better.
Much
Your knees
better.
got better.
Beautiful.
Because in the beginning you were still going back a little bit on your knee. You weren't going over. But you, and yes, I think for you, if you think from here, you got to get to that 3/4, the only way you can really get there is by the knee. Anything else, Amy?
No, those were my main questions.
Yes? Ladies, did you have questions or thoughts, or how did you feel?
I really, really like the 3/4 point because not only does it like give your foot like more work, but it also, I think, improves the strength of your feet and makes it arches and feet look better.
I'm glad. That makes me happy. Cool. All right, so we're moving on? All right. So basically what we have tried to do, I'm taking apart now, is just give me your foot, just in a tangent. So what I've tried to do is I've tried to start this method by developing and working, like in a somatic sense, just relax, the different areas of the foot. So we have worked really a lot this area. Yes? So that area is for control, for rolling, for pushing. Yes?
Yes.
Then we worked going up and coming down. Even though a relevé engages many different things, it's still again from here.
Yep.
Yes? The next exercise we do in sequence would be, take your first again, sweetie. Plie relevé. And now roll slowly, straight legs. Roll, 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 roll. 4 times. And go do it one more time, sweetie. So plie relevé. Now when you're rolling down, all the resistance is here. Roll, roll. Push my hands. Push, 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 push. Good. Now you're going to roll up. Go. The resistance is here. Roll. And a quick plie stretch. Plie stretch. Yes.
Okay.
So we have plie relevé, roll, 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 roll. Plie relevé, roll, 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 roll. Play 4 times. Roll, roll, roll. Plie relevé, roll, roll. Then we have roll, 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 roll. Plie stretch. So the work is always on the rolling part.
Yes.
The plie relevé is just to get up there, then we work to come down. The second time we work to go up, and we plie stretch to release. So there's always a work and a release, or a release and a work. Okay? All right. 4 times one, 4 times the other, and we'll do it again. 4 times one, 4 times the other. Yes, ladies? All right. Listen. Plie. Roll, 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 roll. Plie. And the opposite is roll, 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 roll. Plie. Okay, ladies? Here we go. Plie up. Now, resist. Plie up. Resist, resist. Plie up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yes. Plie up. Squeeze. Now resist. Push up, up, up. And plie stretch. Push, 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 push. And plie stretch. Push, push, push. Very nice. Plie stretch. Good. And plie. It's enough. All right. What did you feel?
Like just the feet articulating and getting more out of it.
Bring some water.
Thank
It's tough work. Tough work.
Amy?
I saw the difference again a little bit in the favoring of feet as a professional. Just a little.
Yeah.
But also, in my eyes, this would be a great, quick warm-up, let's say after bar, before you get to center for a professional. Since most of the time there's no time in company class, you get your shoes on, we don't really do relevés, so this would be a really good thing, and to keep the healthy
Yes.
feeling. I could see Emma also enjoyed it. I could see it again in your feet. I was like, oh, that's really, really nice. But this one for a student, especially rolling up,
Yes.
it's invaluable. That was to go through all of those.
Did you feel the resistance here and then here?
Yes.
Because I could really see it on your way up, that you resisted. You can resist a little bit more on the way down. You really have to feel like I have my hands underneath your feet, and you're trying to push them down, and I won't let you. Okay? It's also a visual image.
Okay.
All right? Good. Are we good? Yes? All right. Now, the next, so now we started working the top
Yep.
of the foot.
Yes.
Now we do what I call pop.
Okay.
Do you know what a pop is? A pop is a quick relevé which has the priority on the up. When do we do pops? When do we do pops? That's a pop. That means that the main focus is in this, not in this. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
So for me, it's about up and up and up and up, not the down. We're working the top of the foot now. We've done until now everything for the bottom. Now we have to get the ankle going quick. So this exercise in first we do and the up and the 2 and the 3, stay, stay, and the up, stay, stay. From here you slide into second. And the up and the 2 and the 3, stay, stay. 2, 3, stay, stay. First and 1 and the 2. And even though she's younger, it still has to be done quick.
Yeah.
As best they can. And they will get better at it. But because otherwise if you do it slower, it becomes about the down
Yeah.
and not about the up. And the goal is to stay up till you think you're going to be late, so you only go down. Show me one thing. And up, and up, less down, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Do you understand? So there's no focus on the down.
No, but you can't do this before you have the strength
Yes.
down. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I still think even for young people, sometimes you need to give them something out of their comfort zone. Maybe not for a beginner.
Yeah.
That, no, absolutely not. But you need to give them also something to have fun with and challenge. Because I think it's psychologically good for them to also know their limitations and maybe they can do it.
Okay.
It's to find a balance. Also, you have to keep them motivated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that even if she doesn't feel she does it perfect, she tried, and that's exciting.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We tried? I did a quick music. Up and 2 and 3 and up 2. Second up and 2 and up 2. First up 2, 3. Plie up. Second up and 2, 3 and.
Yes.
All right. Stay. Hold your ankles. Hold. Over your. Hold those ankles. Long toes. That's a good girl. Fighting. Stay. And do you see what I mean? It's
Yes.
a little bit above her,
Yeah.
but she gave it her all,
Yes.
and she got, let's say, 60%.
Yes. It was really good. It was really good. I mean, she's a professional, and it was.
I
could
was so
see-
worried.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
What I saw is not that you can't do it.
Not at all.
What shows is that the minute it's like that, you lose the 3/4. and you came up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's where one saw the weakness. Not in the fact, you did the fast relevé, but all that going through the 3/4 that you did in the other exercises, in this one was less. That's why I say you did the exercise, 60%. That little bit that's missing is just the 3/4. And if I were to ask you to do it slow, you'd be able to do it slow. But at that tempo, that's where one sees how strong the foot is. Okay? I say that because we're going to go on to the next exercise, which is just for the 3/4 point. All right? And she loves this one, so she's going to demonstrate. This is a, sorry, sweet, relax. This is another exercise that beginner, I wouldn't give.
Okay.
Because it's beyond their comprehension. She's been studying for 4 years. Look how good she's doing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd say for someone at her level, you can try it.
Okay.
It's also an exercise you cannot do it slow. It's not meant to be done slow, otherwise the weight balance is in the wrong place and the priority of the exercise becomes wrong. We just talked about it, didn't I? So we plie relevé on 7/8. Now, the idea is that you release the toes and you push out. You don't go to demi point. You only go to 3/4, push, and push, and push, push. Yes? You understand? So it would be like if we were doing a tendu, we'd be doing and push, and push. The accent is not the down, you only release the toe to push the toe out, and out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we do. Now let's do the exercise. Plie relevé 7/8. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6. Plie relevé 7/8. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plie relevé 7/8. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, da, 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 6. Plie relevé, da, 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 da. Okay? Yes? All right, let's try. And up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plie relevé. Toes, toes, up, 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 up. Plie relevé, up. Plie, good. Up, 2, 3, 4. Again. And toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plie and 3/4 point when you come down. When you roll. Plie, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plie and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plie. All right. It's a hard one, I know. How did you feel?
The calves were burning like fire.
Yes. But how did your toes feel?
Just like not like crunching them, but like you could go a little faster.
Good. What did you?
I think it's a really easy one to see the favoring of the big toe.
Yes.
And that's majority of us. We favor the big toe compared to the little toe.
Yes.
Or it should be all 5 even. And so it's really easy at that speed and at just controlling the 3/4 point, the rolling of the big toe. You can see that. Especially when one gets a little tired.
Yes.
So that's very easy to do.
For advance, I would do 8.
Okay.
For her, I mean, we're going for her.
Yeah.
But for her level, I would do 4. It's enough.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's when they get tired.
Yes.
It's 4.
Yes.
And if you really want to work and align and correct, 4 is enough.
Okay.
It's, again, it's an awareness.
Yeah.
It's knowing what this is.
Right.
Yes?
Yeah.
By the time you've done this exercise, every muscle in the foot has been engaged.
Yeah.
So you're ready to go on to relevés, to little jumps, to second position, still only on 2 feet, but we have worked every aspect of the foot
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Don't you feel every aspect of your foot has been worked?
Yeah, I feel like it's more, your foot is more warm and like it doesn't like get as tingly as much. So like it's more flexible.
Just to prove my point about 6th position. Emma, 6th position. Plie relevé. And now the same exercise. And da ya da 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 dee da
Yeah.
da 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 plie, relevé, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 plie. All right.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
So much harder.
Yes, because you try it now. Heels together, plie, relevé, 7, 8. Now, and 3/4 up and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 plie, relevé. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, enough. Plie, relevé. All right.
Yeah.
What do you feel?
I feel like it's harder to like grasp it
Yes,
because you're not kind of like
exactly. That's why I tell you, I am convinced that the real strength comes in the 6th position.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the help of the other muscles. So you really have to focus on the feet muscles.
And also engage my inner thigh in a different way.
Yes,
When I'm in my 6th position,
Yes.
because here it's easier to relax.
yes.
Yeah.
And just like take it from,
Exactly.
the calf and my hamstring instead of actually engaging those muscles.